Hi again. So, I'm starting this new series in my channel, and this is related to my weight loss story and journey. It started a long time ago, so I'm gonna make a few episodes. I'm gonna talk about some different stuff that I encountered along the way in this whole thing. I'm telling you, it's not easy, but everyone can do it. So if there's anyone out there that has problem with losing weight, maybe this helps. I usually don't give advice because it's not my place to do so. There are people uh, way more entitled to do that. They have more experience, but maybe some of the things that I encountered along the way might help. So here it is. So long story short, my so to speak short story. I used to be athletic before when I was young. So I used to play soccer and basketball when I was young, up to the end of high school maybe. And then things changed a bit. I started gaming. I got into a relationship. I didn't pay much attention to my food intake, as we all do. And when you're young, you can get away with stuff, especially if you move a lot, you're active. So I was used to eat a lot of junk like chips and sweets and drinking sodas and all that, like we all do. But after a point, I started to increase my food intake and decrease my activity. So, as we all know, this balance wasn't good. And I started gaining weight. At first, I got a bit scared and I tried to do a few diets, which all failed. And after a while, I think I got into some kind of a depression or something without even knowing, because these things just sneak up on you. I don't know. Maybe someone who knows psychology better can explain it, but that's how I felt it was. And yeah, I got heavier and heavier, and at some point, I just didn't give a shit anymore, like zero fucks given. And it all went south from there. Like, first, it was like around 105 kilos to 110, which is a lot for my height. But after that, it went way, 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 way higher, like 120, 125, 130. And at the end of my fat um, era, I think I weighed at 170 kilograms, somewhere close to that. I can't even remember. I might have been even heavier, but I didn't weigh myself a lot. And then the pandemic started, and my relationship went south as well. And that kind of pushed me into the okay, let's change something about it. And I started to lose weight. And how did I do it? Well, this is the bad thing. Every time you try to do something fast, it's not gonna work. And the way I did it was hunger. So I reduced my food intake way too low. I pushed a lot of cardio, and imagine doing cardio as a 170 kilograms fat bastard. Yeah, I put a lot of pressure on my joints because I tried to do stupid shit. I think the first year in 2020, with all that crash diet, and my God, I pushed it. Like usually a crash diet maybe works for a month or 2 or 3. I did it for 9 months and I got down to 89 kilograms. That was the lowest. Then I rebounded to close to 95 because you get really fucked up. Imagine I think I was doing 1500 calories and like 3 hours of cardio, intense cardio. I was running outside in the morning and then doing some bike inside, watching TV, some podcasts, but close to 3 hours. And I also went to the gym and my trainings were awful, like bad form, bad technique, but I stayed for like 2 hours in the gym. So each day for like 5 hours I was pushing stuff, doing stuff, moving. Okay, that didn't go well. So after that my blood work was awful, my testosterone was low, very low, like beyond, I know, depends on every lab, but I think on this lab the lowest was 8 and the highest was 29. Mine was 4. So yeah, after that I talked with some people that actually know this stuff, and they all went like, what the fuck are you doing? So I changed everything. I started eating in a surplus for a bit. Yeah, I gained a few kilograms in the first week because I couldn't stop myself eating, because after that much crash dieting I could eat a freaking cow at a meal. But after a while, it all went better. But I'm gonna go into all these details in the next episode. I'm gonna split this for each thing and how I did it and how maybe you should do it and who you should ask for help, because you do need help. It's okay to make the first step. The first step is admitting you have a problem, then actually doing something about it. But at some point you need some specialized help, like in anything. If something goes wrong with your electrical outlet, something in your house, you're not gonna crack your walls and start messing with the wires yourself unless you're an electrician. You need someone that actually knows how to do stuff. So it's the same thing in nutrition and in fitness and whatever. You should get the help of a personal trainer and a nutritionist. You don't need a bodybuilding diet, and you don't need like a performance whatever. You just need to get in shape. I'm gonna go into more details about which things are actually influencing you gaining fat, because it's not always, I don't know, it's a lot. It might be personal thing, it might be something in your head. There's this I know people keep saying that you get fat because you are lazy. It's not always that. I think something switches in your head. That was my thing, that you just don't pay attention, or you just don't care, and nothing phases you. Like, even I remember going to a doctor and he said, look, if you're not gonna lose weight, you're gonna die. very young. And I said, oh, okay, that yeah, I'm gonna do it. But I just got home and I started eating ice cream. Like it didn't even matter to me. Like, who cares? Now, I didn't even think about it again until way later. So there's a psychological thing. So if you have any kind of problem, you should see a therapist. There's nothing shameful in that. Some therapists are really good and they can really help you. And if you fix your emotional or whatever trauma you got, you're gonna get into the rest of it pretty quick. So, gonna talk about the rest of it. In the next episode, we're gonna split them into more details. I know I talk a lot and I repeat myself a lot, but I usually stay on point. And we're gonna see you next time. Don't forget, subscribe, press the bell button, and share.